Immediately this caused drama. Why? Because one of my detractor slash restreamer slash hate watcher slash internet stalkers, their name is
Commentary.
So I don't know who the hell. What this is a joke. He says, "Can we get Gahuli or Gahul for third chair?" I don't know who that is. I
I
don't know what
used to
that.
do a wrestling show with him back in the day. I don't know
Oh,
what he's doing these days. I haven't checked in on him in a while. I hope he's doing well.
cool.
Dat Pie over there for $5. Sorry for the lack of context. Tony D is NXT's North American champion. He defended the title tonight and after winning got jumped by a rival faction. Okay, well maybe we'll
Oh,
start getting into the NXT. If we hit the goal tonight, we'll have a look at the NXT Vengeance. I mean, we
yeah,
won't know really many of the people on
right.
it,
Yeah.
but I'm sure the wrestling will probably be pretty good. And then Proto Man for 2, do a WWE 2K Royal Rumble based on the sector, guys. Well, we've talked about doing that in the past, but we floated doing like matches with Phil versus the Detractors, or
Yeah.
doing a Royal Rumble with various characters that we cover on Kino Casino, but it hasn't seemed to get that much attention. Now, maybe when 2K25 comes out
Right.
and the
Next
game
month.
is brand new, people might be more interested in that, especially when I don't know if you're going to play it or not,
I
but
might. Now that I'm back into wrestling and commentary again, I think there might be a renewed desire in my fan base to see it. So I very well might get it. And let's be honest, the newer one's going to have the better graphics, probably have some tweaks. Yeah, that's the one people are going to want to see. They're not going to want to see the old one now that it's on the way out. So yeah, maybe we would consider it in the future. It sounds like a good idea. And Dr. Herbert West just dropped 2 subs over on Kick. Thank you, Dr. Herbert West,
so
for
we
that.
got over the $200 mark. Huge from Dr. Herbert West, coming in clutch and MVP on the show. But the real question is, by God, where is Iron Chef Sakai with the 20 sub bomb? Phil, what's going on with Iron Chef Sakai? Is he ever going to get the fucking sword or what?
Well, do you know the story, the full story, or do you only know
I
that
don't
he
know,
wants
like,
the story?
so
So,
I know, like, he was being an asshole a couple months ago. He was being a real arsehole to you, and then he did this stream against you where he
yeah.
was like trying to talk all this mad shit. Then he came back groveling on his hands and knees like a fucking peasant. Please forgive me, Phil. I have all this money for you, Phil. And now he's trying to like worm his way into your graces to get Mod back. But it's like, should you give him Mod? Like, he was disloyal.
What do you think? Honestly, your honest take on it. What do you think? Should I trust him again?
I don't think you ever trust him again, but what you do is you gotta hang that Mod over his head and just keep milking him for hundreds and thousands of dollars until he goes fucking broke. Don't ever give it to him. Now, if he comes through tonight with a $1,000 contribution, maybe we would consider it, Iron Chef. I don't know what you do. What a disloyal snake he was. Oh.
I don't know. Like for me, here's the thing. Like I don't if I remodded him, I don't think it's a matter of that like he would do anything with it bad, but I think that's going to have ill will with the community because he already did that. And people are going to be like, well, if you're just going to mod someone just because they're supporting you, that's kind of fucked up, don't you think? Now, I don't know. For me, like, I want to mod people who I can trust, who are going to be fair to everyone else in the chat. This is my place of business, right? I have to make sure that people are being treated fairly. So that's my take. And I told him that too. I said, dude, if I remod you, people are going to have ill will. They're going to think that this is you bought your way back in. And not that I trust you, but that I'm just going to let you do it because you paying me. And I don't see that being right. And that's kind of where we're at. So some days he comes by and he supports, some days he doesn't, and that's where we've kind of left it. I haven't outright told him, no, I would never, ever mod you ever in the future, but I'm also not eager to do it because I think it's going to piss off a lot of people.
It's a real power struggle. There's real court intrigue in the courtroom of King Phil with the evil, deceitful, grime of worm tongue, money bags, fucking little finger-ass character, Iron Chef Sakai. He's like the master of coin around here. He waves his wallet around, thinks he's a big shot. But if you, the rest of the community, would just support, we could end the tyranny of Iron Chef Sakai and Phil could banish him once and for all. But unfortunately, nobody is supporting. So we have to keep this joker, this jester in the court of King Phil. I don't fucking know. Thirsty Tree for 2 says, glad to
Ah,
see Phil's graphic card didn't felt itself. That's
yeah,
good.
yeah. What happened to Andy? He bought the new one, like the really expensive one, and the thing just crapped out last night. Is that what happened?
Yeah, I don't know. I guess it fucking melted or something.
Oh my
I don't
god!
know. And now, like, he can't get a good model one because there's a shortage,
Right,
and
they're
it's
all
just
scalped. They scalped the fuck out of all of them now. So now you have to pay like double to get one. It's ridiculous.
so
So
I don't know,
Jesus.
Phil. You may have to become the OBS operator and be there all the time. I don't know. I
Well,
don't
I
know.
couldn't possibly do a worse job than Rich over on Tech Talk. So
Oh man, he's having a tough time. He's having a really tough time, Phil. He has to answer to Boogie, the guy who faked cancer. Boogie's screaming at him, telling him he's a failure and a loser.
oh
He
my
can't get
god,
OBS to work.
can you
He's
imagine?
failing. Oh, man, it's fallen so low. Jay used to work for him, and now Jay is his boss. And
Uh,
it's tough, man. And he admitted now he's making less money than he's ever made before in his
oh
whole
my,
career.
oh my god.
Oh man, Keemstar made him do his beard like Keem. Did you
Oh
see
what?
this?
No, I didn't see that.
Oh, it's bad, man. He made him like he had to color in his beard with a Sharpie marker and and shave it like Keemstar. And then
Oh
the other night, yeah, the other night, like his ex-wife had to come in and shave Rich's chest.
no! Oh no!
Oh,
Oh god!
and it was embarrassing, dude. He was begging for money to get naked and do snow angels in the snow,
Oh my
and they
god!
wouldn't give it to him, Phil. But he makes fun of your goals. But his goal was to get naked in the snow.
You could be eating
Oh man,
delicious Turkish treats, but instead,
I'm sure he's
you know.
eating a lot of treats. He's put on a lot of weight, Phil.
Oh my god!
Holy fuck, he was fat. He was fat as fuck the other day.
We
Nipples
did
protruding
we did
disrespectfully.
actually get a tip. We got a $5 tip from Slayer tonight, who actually wants to talk a little bit of wrestling before we get back into Raw here.
Oh,
I guess this
okay.
could be the transition, I guess, and back into
Yeah.
wrestling. So thank you, Slayer. $5 tip. And he says, I want to say that I did enjoy last week's show. Fun fact, Joe Hendry's theme song was made by himself. He actually made his own theme song and sang it. Will Ospreay used to be known as the aerial assassin, hence that's why he has that association with like Assassin's Creed.
Yes.
For my prediction going into the Elimination Chamber in WrestleMania, I think Drew McIntyre and Seth Rollins, who will win against Finn Balor, and CM Punk will not win the Chamber, but there may end up being a triple threat match at WrestleMania to end that rivalry finally. Also, Logan Paul will face off against John Cena in the Chamber and will face Cody Rhodes at WrestleMania. Both this matchup and Jey Uso and Gunther have face and heel dynamic. Also, Jey Uso is getting this much promo time because the crowd just keeps hyping him up. So they're just going to keep rolling with this on the show.
What does he mean this much promo time? There's no